We didn't defend properly. I think it was a bit of a freak game as well. I think they've had 7 shots on target and scored 7 goals, so it doesn't happen very often. We'll have games this year where we concede more shots on target than that. So that we need to learn that we can't be a nice team. It was 3-3 at one point in the second half, and they'd had the kick. You can't give up goals like that in any game of football. So hopefully it's a kick in the arse that we need.
What do you mean by being a nice team?
Well, because we moved the ball really well, but we didn't do the other side of the game. There's 3 sides to a football match. There's in possession, out of possession, and the transitional. We only did one side well today. We moved the ball well first half, scored 3 good goals. We gave up some really, really poor goals because in transition we weren't organising quick enough and didn't mean enough to not let the ball come in our box. I think that probably the last 5 minutes of the game seen the difference between the two teams. Keepers made a couple of good saves and they made 3 or 4 really good blocks. Even at 7-4 up, I think that was the difference in the two games. In the game, sorry.
In that you're saying your team didn't make the blocks when the blocks were needed?
No, we didn't stop the ball coming in the box. We didn't block. We didn't get tight to men. Yeah, pretty much everything you want your team to do if you were to do a defending session, we didn't do any of it. And we all look good and nice on the ball. That's what I'm saying. But you need to be good without the ball as well. And we have been. You know, our defensive record is good, so I think it is a bit of a freak. You know, it's not every week. If we're conceding 7 goals every week, then you might start thinking. So you don't get too carried away. Like I said, I don't think we've become a bad team overnight, but it is a learning curve that you do need to do the horrible side of the game, particularly in this league, a hell of a lot better than that.
Did you learn things about your team tonight that you wish you hadn't learned?
Yes. But there's always an opportunity to work hard on the training ground, and the last couple of games now I've got 2 or 3 things to work on, so it's to try and improve. I must add that we never got carried away. People keep, this is not on this. I was like, you know, we're going well in the league. We're in an alright position. We've got a tough run coming up. So there's no panic stations here. It's learn, work hard, and get back onto where we were.
Was it particularly galling in the first half? Now, having got yourself back to 3-3, you gave up 2 pretty soft goals right at the end of the first half that may have changed the direction of the overall game.
I think it summed up the first half. You know, I think I looked at my clock, and the first goal was 8 minutes, was it? And it was the first time the ball had actually entered our penalty area, and it was rolling in our net. And we'd had loads of the ball since then. And like I said, we some good football, opened them up, we scored 3 good goals. But you can't. You know, they've not given up. We've scored good goals. They've not given up any goals. So that's the difference. We've given up. Probably at least 5 of them were awful, and the other 2 I think we can definitely stop as well.
Yeah, as you say, in the league, I think you played 15 games, conceded 13 goals, something like that. So it's a very odd night all round, really.
Yeah, and you get it. You do get these types of games where everything seems to go against you. So don't get too obsessed with it. We'll clinically have a look at it when because obviously the players are disappointed, but there was a few changes to the team. But 6 of that team played in a game together last Tuesday. The back 5 played together on Saturday, so there's no excuses to be made. The players didn't turn up.
Have you ever been involved in a game with this many goals?
No, I sat on the bench at the end. It's not even in academy football. I've never been involved in anything like this. Strange night. It's a strange feeling to it. Even at Flinny joked to me coming out half time, said this could be 8-8 this, and it could have quite easily been 8-8. Unfortunately, it wasn't. But like I said, we'd just learn, recognise where and what it went wrong. I don't think you have to be rocket science to learn what went wrong, but it just needs to mean more. Even in the last 10 minutes, you're 7-3 down, and I don't see people grabbing people and going, "Oi, get in here." We're still trying to head things around the corner. Just head it as far as you can, and just go back to being horrible and stop conceding goals. And that's what it needs to hurt more, conceding goals.
On the positive side, good to see Ruben Reid back out there.
I thought Ruben was excellent when he came on. He showed what he's about. Looked quite sharp considering the amount of football that he's had. I thought Alex was good, and I thought Lloydie was good. You look at the other end of the pitch, and there was some positives. So that's a pleasing thing. And like I said, the defensive record has been good, so it's not a case of like rip it up and start again. But Ruben was a positive, Sheafy was a positive, Alex and Lloydie were positive, so that was positive.
Does it have any impact on what happens at the weekend?
I've not thought about the weekend yet. We've got an idea. We'll have to see who's available, how we want to go there, how we want to set up. But it will have an effect, because you can have thoughts in your minds about people and what we think we need to protect and what we think we need to work on. So, we've got 2 days now to plan and prepare to go to a team that's been top of the league for most of the year.
Is it a good game for you to have to get out the system?
It's just a game of football. People are going to start saying, get upset. We've lost one game in. Oh, no, sorry. Today was the second game, but I think that's 2 in 13 or something like that. So there does need to be. There's no sense of it's all doom and gloom again. We're a hell of a lot better than what we were this time last year. So just keep trying to improve.